Hello, Internet. James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing space exploration adventure game Star Fleet Armada Rogue Adventures. In it, you try to destroy an enemy star system at the far side of the map as quickly as you can. I'm going to start a new game here. You have a lot of different options here. As you beat the game, you'll actually unlock higher level races which have more bonuses. But I don't have any of them unlocked because I haven't actually beaten the game yet. Even on the easy levels and easy difficulties and stuff. You can pick a specific one or choose one at random, and I'll just do random. Choose a captain's name. And you also select 3 starting bonuses. The Planet Lander radar is very useful. Let's see which ones I want to do other than that. Maybe the drills and the extractors. Alright, so basically what you do is you go across the solar system, the galaxy here, towards this enemy world, and you increase the stats of your ships in order to take on the enemy at their home world. So when you start out, you get, depending on your difficulty level, a handful of ships. You get an attack battle cruiser, you get a cargo ship, transport ship, science vessel. They all work as the same unit, although in combat they behave differently. So basically what you do is you collect resources in order to purchase new things for them and level them up in size. You can see here that if you have a certain number of power crystals, gas extract, and fuel extract, you can upgrade to a medium-sized vessel, which unlocks more of these ship modules and ship bay items, which give you different attributes, which you'll need to take on the final enemy. Each of the solar systems are populated with various things. There's different planets at each level. There are also suns where you can get some of the fuel extract, asteroid fields where you can get crystals, nebulas to get gas extract. There's also anomalies where you can get research units, comets for research units, and also ships that you can investigate, kind of FTL style, where you kind of actually go around on the ship and try to solve problems in order to get a reward there. So basically what you want to do is you want to choose all of the planets that you can in order to increase your resources as you go along. So we start off in the upper right, so I'm just going to kind of pick things in order. There is an event. Yeah, lightning, 25%. Alright, so we'll go for the comet first. Each of the objects has a requirement for your ship fleet stats. You use the research points that you have up here to increase these stats, which allow you to visit more things. As you can see here, my science level is not high enough to visit the Photon Nebula, so I'll have to increase that by 1. So not only does it let you access more things, but it also gives you a passive bonus as you go through the game for each of the things. I'm going to just show off all the events here, just so you can get an idea of what's going on. So we'll go to the comet first. Most of these are little action-y type games where you're either shooting and collecting stuff, or you're kind of aiming and shooting sideways. So we're going to shoot at this guy. You want to try to avoid the rocks and collect the blue research nodes that will randomly appear. Controls use the mouse and keyboard. You can also use a gamepad if you wish, but I found that the mouse works just fine. Can't go fast enough. And my aim is off. There you go. So that was pretty good. Got 12 research units and a power crystal, so that's cool. Alright, so that's done. Once you explore something, you can't visit it again. So really the game is just a steady increase in the amount of resources you have so you can upgrade your fleet. And you kind of want to visit as many places as possible because the more stuff you have, the better. And that's basically it. I like the little mini games here. It helps to break up the usual monotony, repetitiveness that you have in adventure games that occur in space. This has a you know, a little bit more interesting feel here. So I am going to actually do that and ignore the event because video. Now, one thing I will do is I'm going to increase my battle level. Usually you don't want to increase things until you have to visit things, because research points are very precious to come by. But I do want to increase my battle level to stat level 3, because that will give my shuttlecraft the ability to shoot 2 shots at once, which is very helpful for all of these little missions here. So we'll go to the Plasma Nebula, and we're going to visit it anyway, because I want to. So basically you shoot, and you collect the little floaty things. Kind of just like before, except it's a little bit more varied. You have to actually shoot the lightning, which is difficult, although having the double shots makes it a little bit easier. And then go over and collect the you know, little gas extracts. And again, those gas extracts are used to upgrade your units. So you can upgrade their size, which unlocks additional components that you can apply to your ship. So that's your, you know, reason for doing that sort of thing. We'll check out the star here, and we'll do the little shooting solar flares, which again allows you to collect stuff like that. Actually go fairly decent. There you go. So pretty successful trip there. And then, you know, you basically just go visit everything. Here's an asteroid field, again shooting the asteroids in order to extract resources. You will lose a shield, and if your ship dies, then you lose all of the things you have collected in that mission so far, so you don't want that to happen. So I'm actually pretty terrible at shooting the asteroids. Okay, so here's a slightly different one. So what you want to do is you got to shoot this thing across the map and then try to collect as many research points as possible as it flies by. So we're going to launch another probe here, and we'll do that. So, pretty good haul. Let's see, don't want to do a distress ship until I have a weight team size of 3. Although I might just do it just to show it off. Yeah, we'll do the other nebula. I don't really care about the event. Actually gives me a chance to collect more more stuff if there's more lightning strikes.
Armor at 75%.
That was pretty good. We'll do... here's one where I gotta upgrade my science level, so I'll do that right now. So, there it goes. So you can see, I like how it has the rundown list here, and it also, you can click on it in the map. Because you do get more points for your score at the end the quicker you go. So if you kind of visit things in a, you know, efficient path, you end up getting a lot more points there.
Armor at 75%. Armor at 50%.
Couldn't get that one. Still pretty good haul. Alright, so the last thing here is a metallic planet. I need to increase my archaeology and exploration levels, though, which I will do right now. There we go. And we'll visit the single planet in the system. Now, planets are a little bit different. You visit these different sectors and then basically go around avoiding bad things and trying to collect as many resources as possible. And most of these resources are simply just sold at space stations. But some of them, once you increase your commerce level, which I might actually do, as you can see, when I increase this, which I will, that allows me to turn an iron into a repair. And if I do it another one, which I will also do, it will turn that regilium into ship fuel. So I will do those two. And I'll actually lock those so I do not trade either of those because I can use those to do that. So I'm going to start out with section 1, and you simply just use the mouse to move around. And since I chose the perk that allows you to see where things are located,
Armor at 25%.
and I'm actually going to get out of here now. It's at 25%. And then just, you know, kind of keep picking areas. So again, a slightly different little mini game that you can do.
Cargo is full.
Yeah, cargo's full.
Armor
And you can
75%.
increase the,
Lander cargo is full.
which I might actually do, increase my cargo size because it's kind of ridiculous. So, okay, I'll do that. Again, you want to be kind of careful about using too many points early on. Although I think the battle and the cargo is pretty useful. So now I can collect 25 things without going back to the ship.
Lander cargo is full.
Let's get some Neptunium here. So again, all this stuff is randomly generated, as is the galaxy, so pretty interesting. Basically, you just have to avoid these lightning strikes and the little earthquake things. And try to go around the map trying to find... Wait for the arrow to appear so you can collect stuff. Going very slow.
Planet lander destroyed.
Ah! That stinks. You do have a limited number of these, of the planet landers and the shuttlecrafts. And I'm out of research probes, so I need to buy some more of those. So that's very unfortunate that I lost that. That's why you gotta kind of watch out. So I'll do one more in this planet, then we'll move on to the next system. Hopefully find one with a space station in it.
Armor at 50%.
It's a pretty dangerous planet, actually.
Armor destroyed.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting out of here. Alright, so we'll leave the orbit. That's it for this system. So we will go to a separate system. Basically they space out the level 1 systems far enough out where you can't go directly between them. So I will just go here.
Ship upgrade available.
We can upgrade, which is good. We can upgrade our science vessel to medium, which I will. Which again increases its stats and increases the amount of slots that you can have on that ship. Which, when I get those, you can find those on ships. You can trade for them and stuff like that. I really need a, and of course there isn't one here. I really need, because I'm almost full of cargo. So I really need a space station or a civilian place to trade with. Alright, so let's go to the sun first. So as you get further and further to the right of the... Boy, I'm terrible. Further and further to the right of the map, the missions get more difficult.
Armor at 75%.
And really, my kind of problem is that I kind of hit a wall of skill slash whatever else you want to call it. And then I kind of get stuck and then die, usually in a battle. Which I'll try to show off one of those too once we get to pirates or something.
Armor at 75%.
You also can right-click to bring a shield up. You only got one. Like I said, I'm not very good at the asteroids. You already did that. Yeah, you also will get... there's all these other factions in the game. There's the normal race and then the rebels, and whatever your relations are with the main race, you'll have the opposite one with the rebels. The main race can sell you ships, which you'll need later on when you have enough research points to increase the size of your fleet, whereas the rebels will turn certain ships into other types of ships. And then you can also trade with them if you want. But you can see kind of which area they control here on the map. They control everything in the circle. Some of them are friendly, like all these guys are friendly, so they will give me more desirable trades. Whereas other ones are hostile, and this is just, randomized. So, let's see what I want to do here. Don't want to go all the way over there yet. Yeah, see, I don't have a research probe, so I can't do that. Which is too bad. So we'll do these, just knock out all these planets, probably. Unknown energy spikes are good. So that usually means it's a ship. And it is.
All planetary nodes
Hey, 4 crew members. And then the rest is all, resources and stuff. I'll probably show off combat here in a little bit. Because this is all basically the same,
Armor at 75%.
Alright, just get out of here. And try to find a space station. Should probably do the space station first before I lose a battle. And never find what I want to find in terms of resources. Alright, that's enough. I've had enough of this one. To be honest. Alright, where do I want to go? Let's go there. Doesn't really matter. Gold. Yeah. Unknown energy spike. I like the energy spikes.
All planetary nodes
Yeah,
have been cleared.
glyphs. Interesting. You can see my cargo is getting kind of full. So I'm going to pretty soon have to find a station so I can sell it.
Armor at 50%.
Yeah, enough of that. Not worth it.
Armor at 50%. Planet lander cargo is full.
Let's say I'm already up to one. I have two free spots available, which is not great. Which means I actually probably don't even want to visit these two. I need to find a trader to get rid of this stuff. And I don't have anything that I can... Oh, I can't upgrade. Okay, good. So this I should be able to upgrade, yep. So you use cash to upgrade your module, so that goes to level 2. So that's cool. Alright, so let me try to find... Well, actually I can just go... I'll go right here. Because I know there's going to be a station here. Civilian outpost... Pirates. But I need 3 more diplomacy levels. Which is a very expensive proposition. Hello. So, I need to buy a planet lander. I need to buy research probes. I need to purchase fuel. I'm basically low on fuel. So we will max that out. I also need to buy repair armor. Now I'm going to trade all my resources basically to bring my cash back up, which I did. And then you can also buy items. This says a couple ship modules. Let's see, what can I install? I can install a science ship module or 2 science ship bays. Really would not want 2. Actually, probably buy this one, because I can install that on my science ship. But no, I can't. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, medium. Yeah, medium or larger. Like I said, you're medium. Any ship. Whatever. Yeah. So that's pretty much that. But I've cleared out all my cargo, so that's good. Why can't I install that? Whatever. Alright, so let's go back to where I was. Because I don't want to hang out necessarily in places that are way higher level than I am. So a lot of the same resources back here. So I mean, this is basically the game. You go around. I'll do a little bit more on this planet. You know, go around to the planets. Go around to the asteroid fields and blast stuff, or nebulas, or you know, the suns. Collecting these components that will allow you to upgrade your ship, collecting resources that will allow you to trade for cash, which you'll need to do upgrades later. That was one of my better asteroid encounters. Alright. And each game lasts a while, especially if you visit everything. And obviously you have the same encounters over and over again. Now I am actually going to visit this damaged research ship, although I wouldn't normally, in order to show off this type of encounter. So, you know, ship layout right here. Let's see, 3 active fires. So we need to
Ultras fire extinguisher.
turn on the fire extinguisher. Alright, so let's go find out where this is. Hello?
Crew on fire, crew on fire, crew on fire. Fire is out, crew on fire.
Controls are a little
Fire
wonky,
is out.
but this fire is going to be a pain in the butt.
Fire is out. Toolbox. Fire is out. Repairs completed. Repairs completed.
Yay.
Exit ship using transporter room.
So, and then you press T.
Oxygen level at 75%.
Oh, I actually have to get the transporter window. There we go. So, and then you get a... That was actually not too bad. You get stuff for doing your mission. So I got research points, a probe, and whatever this thing is. Yeah. And 11 crew. So that's a... and ship's a really good way of getting components for your vessels and everything, too. So, too bad I spent all that money on those research probes, because I didn't actually need to do that. But that's okay. Alright, so let's... that's basically everything except for a ship. Huh. Encounter, which I might just go attack somebody just for fun. Who are you? Ah, okay, yeah. Small ship and medium ship. Basically the same thing. Alright, so let's go after the space pirates here. So, oh yeah, let me repair first. So, repair all ships. Kabloom. So everybody's repaired up. And let's attack. Alright, so basically this is kind of Pausible real time. So what you can do is you select your ships. You can right-click on them in order to change their trajectory, which way they're headed. So I will do that for these guys to kind of move them all down to where they're going. And then over here on the side, it basically they all have short-range weapons, long-range weapon, and a special ability. And it has little counters that count up. And then once it's ready, it automatically pauses for you, and then you can deploy it. So I'm going to unpause, and we'll watch the little bars move up. They fired something, so good for them. Now I'll pause because this guy now has the ability, and we'll do that, to steal stuff with the research drone. So I'm going to just steal that, guys. So, yay. Alright, so now his special ability is ready. He has a repair drone, but I don't need that yet because my guys aren't getting attacked. So I don't really need that. You'll also notice these rings. Those are the ranges of your weapons. So yeah, obviously you have to be within range for your weapons to be used. So this guy's weapon right here is ready to go, but he's slightly out of range, so I'll let that run a little bit, and then I will attack him. Okay, so 75% chance of... And it missed. So, that's too bad. This guy's special ability, still launch repair drones. This guy has a transporter, which you can use to transfer ships, especially to disabled enemy ships if you have a disabling tool. That's pretty useful. But, again, right now there's not really anything to
One of our
set
cargo
for.
ships has been destroyed.
So, this is why I don't engage very early on in the game. So, take this guy out.
Critical hit to enemy battle cruiser.
Okay, good.
Enemy ship bay module disabled.
Yeah. So, this might be the end of the game right here
One
anyway.
of our transport ships has been destroyed.
Oh, that's cool. Well, let's get out of here. Yeah, he's out of range anyway. Hopefully I'll make it within time.
Enemy battle cruiser destroyed.
Oh, that's good.
One of our battle cruisers has been
I got
destroyed.
one ship left. Yay! So, you can see why I have never beaten the game. Because I'm not that great at it. And I'm down to one ship, which is unfortunate. But I think the good thing is I basically showed everything off. Which was why I did the battle last. So that's basically it. You go visit all these objects in each system, which gives you resources, either used to upgrade your ships or used to sell them at a trader in order to get cash that you can use to buy components to upgrade your ships, essentially. You also get research points here, which you use to increase your levels, which allow you to access more encounters, and also gives a passive bonus in some related area. And that's basically it. That's the game. You'll do all these little mini games, which are actually pretty fun, and kind of break up the monotony that's typical of a space adventure game. And then, just keep doing them and moving slowly across the map until you reach the red guy and hopefully beat him with a full fleet of 10 fully upgraded ships as you slowly go across over there. Each game takes a while, which is another part of the reason why I haven't really successfully reached the end yet, even on the low level of difficulty. Each of the encounters you can use the mouse and keyboard, which seems to work fine with me. You can also use the gamepad. And then upgrading the fleet stats. you can go in and edit your alignment, which is where all your ships will line up when you engage the enemy, which I didn't show off, but there you go. Not very exciting with only one ship left, but there it is. You know, and then visit all the planets in order to extract the resources there too. So diplomacy isn't really a huge part of the game. It's just a matter of you know, trading, which type of things you can trade for when you visit. You can't actually do anything from the screen. You have to go in and visit their home solar system and their home planet. And then combat is actually pretty interesting, especially when you get some, you know, a good number of ships going with different abilities that can complement each other. It actually ends up being pretty entertaining combat. So, you know, the interface is also, it looks like, you know, a 20-year-old game, but it's actually pretty fairly well organized. Once you get through the initial learning curve of a couple hours, there's a tutorial and a 100-page manual that you can read through, and I did that. And, you know, you'll have questions about, well, what resource do you need for this? Because you'll forget because of all the exposition in the tutorial, but it still ends up being fairly intuitive. And there's also help that you can bring for any menu item that you're in, you know, contextual help for that too. So it helps kind of guide you along in the game. So I think if you're looking for, you know, very number crunch heavy, you know, all these stats and everything, randomization here with the galaxies and then all the different planets and stuff. You get your action from shooting all the little asteroids or solar flares or nebula, and all that stuff. So certainly something to look at if you're interested in, you know, the space adventure genre, and the kind of old-looking ness of the game shouldn't really throw you off for the pretty decently entertaining, although very difficult game that lies underneath. That's all I have for today. Till next time, bye now.